Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get with into the round and get us a rock and roll round? Down, down, body, body, coming with the super hottie.
My name is Deizelpunk. This is episode 6 of my Laythe series. Today, I'm going to be showing off 2 aircraft that I might send to Laythe. I have this one currently built inside a rocket, which I'm probably going to send. This, I named the Mink, because it's small and, I don't know, just, that name just kind of came to me. It has a split tail design, and then these are not control surfaces, they're just there for wings. I have them deactivated completely. But it works pretty good. It doesn't land on water. Well, it can land, and it doesn't float, is what that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, but it can take off from water. I'll show you that in a second. I'm just gonna launch, and then we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. It can seat 2 Kerbals. Unfortunately, I forgot to put in the other Kerbal, but who cares? It doesn't matter. You'll probably see that once we get the Kerbal to Laythe, but his head is up a bit higher. I don't think you could actually see over top of this Kerbal's head, but it just looks cool. So really the only reason this one is better than the other one is because it can carry 2 Kerbals. I think it actually has a slightly larger fuel capacity as well, but it's slower. So this one's probably better for like a longer range scout mission or something like that with 2 Kerbals. The other one's probably better for like emergency fast Kerbal transporter, like, you know, I don't know, I've got some ideas. I'm not gonna share them yet just because, you know, they might be good surprises later on once I send Kerbals. But anyways, yeah, I'll show you this landing. I should probably the roll is really sensitive, sorry about that. That wasn't the plane's fault, that was mine. I was just overcorrecting. I should probably keybind these maybe to 1 or something like that, but once it gets to Laythe, those key bindings are going to get lost anyways, so it doesn't really matter. You just want to slow down to like 50 meters a second ish. That's what I found works. You could probably land it higher than that, but oh lord. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you could land higher than that. Alright, see, so it lands, nothing gets broken. Well, nothing should get broken. Anyways, what you want to do immediately is start pitching down and thrusting so that you don't end up floating like I am now with the nose directly up. What I'll actually do usually is deploy these as well so I can get a bit of a downforce at the front. Now we are sinking backwards, I think. Yep. Okay. Oh, apparently not. These probably, I'm just gonna not deploy this. Anyways, what you want to do is you want to get some speed going underwater, so this would not work in real life obviously because it's a jet plane. But you just gotta dive down a little ways. And 100 meters probably more than enough. And then I go at like a 30-degree angle. You could probably go at a higher angle or maybe even a lower angle. Oh, whoops, that's why we're going so slow, is because of these. Anyways, and then you just gotta pitch down and hopefully you'll get into the air. And there we go, see? So it takes off pretty smoothly, surprisingly. The only problem is it doesn't float, and it doesn't float, and you have to go underwater to take off. So in shallow areas that would be potentially problematic. It actually, if you get it moving when it's on the water, it'll float just because of the slight lift the water generates. So you could basically just swim it over to land if you're really close to the shore. But for out at sea, you could just dive down like that. Anyways, I'm just going to cut here, and I'll load back with the other one. We're back. This is the Sandpiper. It's basically the exact, well, a very similar design to the Laythe Skimmer. The wing design is at least the same for the middle wings here. The tail is definitely different and the nose is different. I called it the Sandpiper because this was my original design. I always forget to switch these to not being active. You have to do that in the hangar. But anyways, the reason I call this the Sandpiper is because this was going to be my replacement for the Laythe Skimmer. This one also can't take off from water. You have to sink down with it. But that's why I called it the Sandpipers, because my idea was that it would land on beaches and stuff, because it's actually very easy to land just because of how wide the gear are. This one's much faster than the other one just because it weighs less. It has less fuel and one more part. So it's they they both serve different purposes, although they both weigh very similarly, and they both have very similar part counts. So anyways, I'll show you this one landing. Yeah, I'll just do a landing on the ground. The other one's easy to land as well. I try to keep everything really easy to land just so that, you know, if there's ever any rough landings, it's not a big deal. Anyways, this one you can actually just throw it all the way down. Unfortunately, this one doesn't have any wing surfaces that you could deploy because it has a single tail fin, so I might... Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about that. Doesn't matter, though. I might want to just increase the brake torque or something like that, but... really just gliding. Anyways, you can see how stable it is when it's landing. It's not gonna like flip over or anything. I don't have the brakes on obviously right now, but even with the brakes on, it's still pretty stable. Like I said, I want to increase the brake torque on these back ones here a little more, just so it's even easier to land. So yeah, it lands fine, and because of its angle, if you land and then bounce, it's really easy to recover your takeoff. And same for taking off just without landing first. It's really easy to take off just because of that angle. Yeah, I actually really like this design. It looks super cool to me, at least. I think it looks awesome. And it's actually really fun to fly. The other one is controls a little bit worse than this one. Like, it's definitely a good controlling plane. It's just this one is more maneuverable. And so this one I'll do a water landing demo for you really quick too. Before we launch, I just thought I'd show you the rocket here. It's got a weird, really weird looking fairing here, but I decided I could probably make this kind of aero brake a little bit better if I had a longer tail on it. So this will kind of catch the air here, you see. Now this is going to be a lot harder for takeoff. I severely doubt that I have enough fins. I'm probably going to need to redo this launch like 9 times to get it right. But anyways, in here, this is just the transfer stage here, or not the transfer stage. This is the transfer stage. This is the maneuvering stage. This should be able to get us all the way to Jewel. This little section here. Anyways, so inside of it, I basically just formed the fairing around the wings for the Minx. There's 2 of them in here. This is basically the exact same design as every other launch I've done, like for aircraft and rovers or anything. But instead, I have a bunch of parachutes in here so that once this drops the fairing off, I can deploy these parachutes. These will be hanging so the tail is down, and then I can launch each one individually while they're descending nice and slowly. And then basically what I'll do is I'll just pitch up so that once I let them go, it'll kind of swing back like this, and then I can just fly straight down. Turn on the engines mid-flight, and then I'll land each one individually, probably. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. This, like I said, is probably not going to be enough. Scatter is glitched out, but basically I just turned the bottom stage and let the boosters fall off sideways, and that worked fine. I'm just getting us into orbit now. Yeah, scatter's glitched out, so it's hard to see the orbit lines and stuff. I'm gonna have to probably reload from the KSC once we get into orbit, but this will work for now, I guess. So yeah, just gotta get into orbit. Alright, there, that stage is done. And we're gonna use this one. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. So I'm gonna go back to just doing it off camera so you guys don't have to watch the boring orbit stuff. Thought I'd check in again really quickly. Got a Joule encounter. We're running pretty low on fuel on this last stage, or on the stage here, but we still have a full another stage and our payload's really light, so I'm not too worried. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna finish this maneuver and then well, I'll be right back. I've got us within. I went around Joule here with the orbit, and I've got an encounter around Laythe. That's what it's called. So I'm just gonna bring this up, and then I'm gonna try and set up an aero braking maneuver. But I don't know how well that's gonna go. I'm just gonna stop filming here though. So I'll see you once I get a stable orbit. Actually, I might see you once we're doing aero braking if that happens. I should really just use RTGs, to be honest. I don't know why I even bother with solar panels. They suck. Alright. I hope that this works. It won't, but we'll see. Actually, I'm gonna pull in these solar panels just so. Oh wait, no. This is what I wanted to do. Before we start going downstream, I wanna pause the electric charge on these, so that once we get out of the track those. You see, what I'm hoping is we can just use this air brake maneuver and save a little bit of fuel. I don't really know what's gonna happen though. We'll see. If all else fails though, now we have a little bit of electric charge in those planes, so if we do have to just run with the landing, then it's not going to be a massive problem, because we can just unpause one of them, whichever one has the most fuel, and then start the engines on the jet engines, which will produce electricity. But yeah, this looks like it's going to pull us all the way down. Well, maybe it won't. We'll see. Ideally, I'd like it to not pull us all the way down so we can fine-tune our landing site a little bit more. Oh, nice. So it didn't. Perfect. Over here. Let's bring that up just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's good. Just a tiny bit. Okay, now that we're out of the atmosphere again, we can open up these solar panels. Oh, well, I gotta unpause one of these first. Or not unpause, but you know what I mean. Then these will catch the sun as soon as we get out over here. It's gonna time warp. Oh man, we have really no fuel left. Ah, that's kind of not good. At least we're facing the right way for our maneuver. You know what? I might just have to not use the maneuver and ride the what's that called? Ride the atmosphere again. That's not exactly the right term either, but I think you know what I mean. Probably don't. Air brake, that's it. Not ride the atmosphere. What the heck am I talking about? I'm insane. Nah, we're gonna have to. Let's just raise it up. We'll just use the RCS and get us out of the atmosphere. I just want to line up our landing spot a little bit more, just for. So you see, just there we go. That's good enough for me. Okay. So now, what I want to do is, oh, looks like Scatterer fixed itself. That's very nice. Nice. Yeah, because this used to be blue and stuff. Oh, that's because I quick loaded. Alright, what I want to do is rotate around until these are underneath this, so that we can just drop right in on top of it, and then, yeah, that's what I want to do at least. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to the anyway, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna set this up, and then I'll start recording again once we're a little bit closer to our destination. Okay, we're back. I just went to the well, at least I think we're back. Pretty sure we're recording. We might not be. Probably aren't, knowing me. Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a full burn, and then see how, like, once I get a little closer, I'm just gonna do a full burn. We'll see what happens. Actually, I'm gonna quick save here. There we go. Nice. Alright. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, if I can get us as shallow as I can, or I mean as I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's probably the stupidest thing I've ever said, but what I'm trying to say is, if I can get us slow above where I want us to go, we can just fall straight down. Now that's not the best way of landing, obviously, but we have parachutes this time, so I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. And we'll be going a lot slower since I'm burning so much out here. Okay, so that's still a little further than I'd like to be. Yeah, you see, that is like a really steep, so we'll probably be going pretty fast once we get into the atmosphere, but okay, we're out of stuff anyways now, so I guess we're just gonna have to ride it out. See what happens. Wonder what island the one should be to our left now. Yeah, that's where that one plane's parked. Then the other stuff is parked over there. No, further down. Okay, so I'm probably going to be landing both of these things on this island with the other plane. Because I parked the other plane there, by the way. I don't know if I said that in one of the videos or not, but I did. There goes the, oh! Oh crap, that's stuck inside our fairing. Probably should have retracted those, now that I think about it. Ah, god damn it. Okay, I'm just trying to save a bit of electric charge here. Alright, we're pretty low, but we're slowing down enough. Well, that's definitely not enough, but... Phew! This is pretty brutal. Oh, it looks like Scatter's screwed up again, because this is all blue now. Well, maybe it did, I don't really know. Okay, 700 meters a second. We're still high enough that... Oh! Okay, good. Nice. Okay, we don't want those to go yet. Oh, we don't want these to go yet either. Did I really have nothing to separate this crap? Oh, I don't know how well these parachutes are gonna work now. I didn't think about this. Well, obviously I didn't think about this. Okay, I'm gonna have to unpause this in here. And then start these engines. Start your engines! Sorry, that was pretty stupid. Just so we can get some electric charge going. Okay, good. The parachutes can deploy now. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to get these electric charge going back up. Also, I really want these to deploy. Come on, deploy already. That's probably never gonna deploy now. Whatever though. Oh, we're so low. We're so low. It doesn't help that I can't see anything. Okay, nice. Alright. What's our speed gonna be at here? 20 meters a second? I don't trust that. Oh, dang it. We're so dang low. Okay. Oh, fart! Okay, good. That went relatively smoothly. Unfortunately, there's a goddamn strut there. Okay. Now, where's the island we want to go to? Oh my god, I can't see anything. It's so dark. Okay, I'm going the wrong way exactly. We want to be going that way. Oh, this thing does not fly nicely on Laythe. Well, it flies fine. I was just looking at it weird. Never mind. Okay. Feels a lot more nose heavy than it did on Kerbal, though. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. Okay, that should be going in the right direction now. Well, almost. Man, I wish I had kind of put the sun so that it was closer to daytime, but whatever. Ah, Jesus. Okay, where's that other one? Right there? So now I'm gonna have to do this crap again, flying them both at the same time. Nice, whatever. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm glad that this collision effects is doing something here. Oh, that one's going faster. Oh, this is gonna be really painful. I always hated flying two aircraft at the same time by like alternating between them. It's very frustrating. Oh my gosh. This is pretty stressful. Alright, come on, fly straight, buddy. I don't want him to descend, because... Oh, he's gonna keep doing that anyways. I'll just have to pump up his throttle a little bit. Okay, slow down now. You slow down. I might just have to land one of them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. This one seems to be higher up, so I'll just land the other one. And just get this one going a little faster. Okay, stay in that orientation, please, buddy. Alright, there we go. Oh, I just know one of these this is gonna run out of electricity or something like that. What I'll do is I'll just pause the oh, it is paused, okay. Well, I'm gonna unpause that so that it can fill up. And then I'll pause it so that when we come back I'll have some. Okay, I wanna have a little bit more throttle than I did on Kerbal, just because I'm not very good at landing stuff on Laythe, clearly. Doesn't help that it's nighttime though. Oh, I don't think that lights even work on the scatter erosion. Oh shoot. What's that? Oh, that's the Papa plane. Okay, well I know how to fly the other one there. That's the Laythe skimmer. I named it Papa plane just because it's bigger than these ones. Okay, nice, perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna turn off the electric charge on here and switch to the other one. That's gonna probably sink, but whatever. It's gonna have to sink, I guess. Oh, this went a little better than I thought it would, actually, if I'm honest. Oh, what is going on with him? I think that's just the camera shaking. I really can't see anything on my screen. I don't know. It's probably gonna be a lot darker on YouTube, but we'll see. I think this kind of looks like a World War II plane almost. Anyways, yeah. For me, it's like pitch black in Kerbal Space Program. I don't know what you guys can see. All I see is just this little bit of light around my ship, and I can kind of see the outline of. I think the island might be here. That might be the island. I'm not entirely sure, really. Like I said. Oh, going by the looks of it, that may or may not be the end, and it looks like we have a really far distance to fly. Whoa! What moon is that? Wow. That's a pretty sight, actually. I don't want to time warp just because that probably won't go very well. Yeah, it does feel a little bit more nose heavy than it did on Kerbal, but oh. Well, that's going to be a problem. I guess the fuel lines didn't connect. Yeah, the fuel lines didn't connect. That's perfect. That's what's making that noise, probably, is the fuel lines. I really hope I can get rid of these, because that's annoying. Same with this thing, that one. So yeah, it's the fuel lines that are making those noise, and that's why these aren't draining, because the fuel lines didn't connect up. I shouldn't have put this piece on. I should have just had the fuel lines going like that. But you know what? Aesthetics. Anyways, no one wants to see the rest of this flight, so I'm just gonna cut out here, and then I'll start back at once I'm a little closer and when I can land.